So is their little tiny baby.
Getting into that tornado safe space when the warning goes
Yes.
out is key, and that was obviously critical for those folks to get into a bathroom or a centrally located room, whatever that is. More severe weather is expected across some of those same areas tonight into early tomorrow. That'll continue shifting to the east. For us, though, no risk of severe weather, perhaps some rainfall in the coming days. I want to say a quick hello to the young ladies at Sacred Heart who came by the studios this morning to learn about our news operations, what we do on a daily basis. Had a lot of great questions for our news folks. Right now outside, though, it has been another very warm day, kind of a mix of sun and clouds, more clouds than sun, however. Currently at 82 degrees, and we'll call it windy. South-southeast sustained winds at 20 miles an hour, and the gusts at times have been over 30 miles an hour. We are under mostly cloudy skies, a lot of moisture, not only at the surface, but aloft. That will help to fuel some showers headed our way in the coming days, but today's been dry. Tomorrow will still be dry, and then rain chances start to return Thursday and into Easter weekend. Today's high, not quite the record, but boy, we got close. 84, record today is 85, and we'll see similar temperatures again for tomorrow morning. Once again, the morning low of 74 is about the same as our normal high for this time of year, so running well above average in the 80s and very high humidity. That again will prevent us from getting very cool overnight tonight, with lows only dropping into the 70s. Now, pretty strong winds at the moment, sustained at 20 but gusting at 30. At times during the day we had gusts over 30 miles an hour, so overall kind of a breezy or windy day, but not a cool breeze as that wind is coming off of the Gulf. So we will see another afternoon of near record temperatures. Then we'll have a pattern of milder and wetter weather as we head into Easter weekend. Easter right now looking mostly dry, maybe some spotty showers, but continuing past Easter, a really very nice start to next week, and we'll explain why that is coming up in just a moment. Here's that ridge of high pressure, pretty dominant on the map, with temperatures into the 90s out to our west, and even well across the high plains. Temperatures have been very warm, humid air, very cold, dry air on the back side of this upper system. That is the battleground for the severe weather. And that's going to be the case into tomorrow. As that ridge of high pressure still dominates, we're going to remain very warm. The upper trough is going to stay well to our north, so we're not really getting into colder air, but more seasonal temperatures as we head into Friday, the weekend, and early next week. And one thing about our pattern into early next week that really may help us out, we're going to start to see a building upper ridge out to our west and this upper low off the east coast. This will bring us more of a sustained northerly wind. It looks like it'll keep our humidity low and seasonal temperatures to begin next week. It actually looks to be very, very nice. Here's that ridge of high pressure. You can kind of watch it on the water vapor, but the focus, at least for folks in the plains, is its upper trough and very powerful upper low. What this system is going to start doing is developing a line of storms that will likely go strong and severe, and the possibility of another kind of severe weather outbreak as we head into the late evening and nighttime hours. Those are more dangerous type situations because it's already after dark. So look at this, going into the early morning hours of tomorrow, that's when we see most of these storms start to fire up. They'll begin across the high plains, and with level 4s kind of focused in the same areas that we saw last week, Iowa toward Chicago, and then another one across central Arkansas and into southern and central Missouri. We're looking at another high risk of severe storms across the plains. As we continue into the day tomorrow, that risk continues to shift east, but the real focus is more almost in parts of southern Canada as that upper energy really lifts very quickly across the northern plains and into Canada. Again, for us, we are not looking at any risk of severe weather. In fact, probably won't really start to see any much in the way of any rainfall until we head into Thursday. Over the course of the next couple of days, however, we're going to see kind of prolonged rounds of rainfall, and that's why we're anticipating more of a flooding risk for areas to our west, especially across central and north Louisiana, but more so even into eastern Texas. For us, though, we'll start to see some scattered showers beginning on Thursday. Not going to be a constant rain. That continues through Good Friday and Saturday. By Easter Sunday, I think a drier day, but also cool. We will dry out and stay low humidity, or low humidity will stick around into early next week.
Sounds great. Thank you.